Nkateko, thank you so much for coming through to our studios.
Thank you.
And how do you spell onomatopoeia?
Because it starts with an O.
You're my kind of person. I also know that it starts with an O, and that's about all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a P in there somewhere.
Somewhere,
and
there's
the ear will work.
So it's about the spelling bee that got started not so long ago.
Yes.
And we are super excited because spelling is an important part of life. Yeah. And sadly, with new technology, I mean, sometimes we get WhatsApp messages and both Megan and I, even Megan, the millennial, looks at it and I look at it and I'm like, what is this person trying to say? Is that a typo, or is that like, you know,
another
code
word?
for it? Yeah.
Like words we don't know. Like maybe we're just not smart enough.
Yeah, maybe we're just not smart enough. Like when it comes to the crossword in the newspaper. Have you ever done that? I mean, like there's words that...
So when I do the crossword in the newspaper, I'm really just hoping that I can get one right.
Yeah.
If I can get one word, then I'm just
done.
like,
exactly.
I did so well. Well done. Well done, Katie.
I felt so proud of myself. I got the word right, but then none of the others wanted to work. And so then eventually I turned to Google, and then the word I'd gotten wasn't the right word. I needed a synonym.
Wow.
And I didn't know the synonym. So, hello. Let's talk about it. It's the Master Spelling Bee, and Nkateko is here to tell us about it. So back in 2017, which is like just 2 short years ago, it started.
Yes.
And it was 24 pupils.
Yes.
Last year, there were some 300 learners that participated. And this year, we're aiming for?
For about 1,000.
For about 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I think 1,500
can go
work.
over. That's okay.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah.
All right. So is this, as we've seen in the movies, where you have a judge, a panel of judges, and a poor person, a poor learner standing behind a microphone, and then the judges say, spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's the one. Yeah. It really is. But you know, you meet these kids, and the poor disappears. You know, you're just like, how do you even know
so intelligent.
what these words mean?
Oh wow!
And they're just like, yeah, well, you know, you study.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay.
So they
I have to sit and like, how do you pronounce this word?
Yeah.
Like, what does it mean? And they're just like, they'll just run through them.
Wow.
So
amazing. And obviously there are different categories for different ages, right?
Yes.
So talk to us.
We've got 3 categories. We've got the bumblebees, which is the grade 4 to 6s.
Because it's a
4, 5,
spelling
and
bee.
6, because it's a spelling bee.
So the bumblebees, okay.
Then we've got the honeybees, which are the grade 7, 8, and 9s.
7, 8, and 9, yeah.
And then we've got the Melitidae bees. So I didn't even know that was a word.
Me neither.
It's taken me 2 years to be able to say the word Melitidae without having to think about it.
What does it mean, though?
It's a bee. It's a type of a bee. That's
okay.
We were just like, you know, for the grade 10s, 11s, and 12s, we were like, we wanted to find a harder word than bumblebee. So we Googled types of bees.
Yes.
We were like hard to pronounce types of bees.
Oh, I see.
And this word comes up, and my sister's just like, yes,
that's the one.
This is it. And I'm like, how do you say that?
Sure.
And 2017 was very funny because people kept saying, you know, now we keep having to say this word Melitidae, and I'm just like, eventually we just called it the M category.
The M category.
That's very cute. I'd like to know just the heart behind it. What is it that you saw did you feel that there was a gap in just the schooling system that you felt you wanted to fill, or how did it all come about?
So, you know, I always get so nervous when people ask me that question, because if I'm really honest, it started because I wanted to be in a spelling bee. You know, like at this age, I was like, I never got to participate in a spelling bee.
Yeah, me neither.
Right?
Yeah.
But we're coming though. So I was like, you know, if I start, because the friend that I was moaning to was just like, but Katie, just start from yourself. Yeah. And I was like, that's such a good idea. So I went home and I was like, Mom, I'm starting a spelling bee. And she was like, please don't start with adults. You will crash and burn. I was like, but I want to compete. You know, the terms and conditions of so many rules, so many competitions are, you know, staff and employees are not allowed to participate.
Yeah.
But if it's my company, I was like, well,
I can participate. I'll be a bumblebee.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you spell cat?
And then, so that's actually why I started. And like after the first competition, I knew that it was beyond me.
Sure.
That actually it was beyond me. Like in school, I was an athletic person, but I was also like on the geeky side or on the nerd, so like
That
I wanted
doesn't
to
make
play.
sense. I'm sorry.
It really does though. I wanted to play chess, and I wanted to, and I participated in the Olympiads because that's all they had for the
debating.
I was friends with the people that were reading dictionaries. I didn't understand it, but I was just like, if that rocks your boat, who am I? And so then you get to see that there's this whole other, I don't want to say species, but like there's this whole class of learners who do so great academically, but they don't actually have a competitive platform. Like in an Olympiad, you're sitting, you're writing, then the paper goes somewhere, and you either got top 10 or not.
That's right. And you don't actually compete.
There's no like. There's nothing to make
you can do it.
Yeah, like
Pom-poms.
activity around.
Yes.
That's incredible. And what is some of you mentioned that you saw some incredible people, young people, young learners around South Africa.
Yes.
But are there any kind of noteworthy stories that really stood out for you? Maybe children from, just interesting kind of backgrounds and coming and just kind of nailing it.
So in 2017, the girl that won the honeybee category, she was from a school in rural Northwest. With the final was at the University of Pretoria, and as they arrived, I remember because I went out to meet them because I was so worried. I was like, Northwest, please don't get lost, and I remember she got out the car and some of their parents had come along and her mom was there, and as they were walking to the venue, her eyes were like huge, and she looked at her mom and she was like, Mom, like I could come here one day. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
And it was her and another boy from Pretoria, somebody now who we think, oh, this person is affluent, and we actually had to take a break because she was getting so nervous. She was just like, I don't know that I can beat him. And her mom was just like, honey, like you studied just as much as him. Just focus on the word that you get. If you know that word, spell that word, and then wait for the next round. And she ended up winning, and like I spoke to her mom afterwards, and one of the really big takeaways from that for me, I was just like, this girl, it doesn't matter what happens in her life, she will always, like the confidence for her, it changed her life. She might find herself in a situation where she feels, I don't belong here, and then she will remember that moment and be like, you know what, like I put the effort in, I did something to make sure that I was able to win that. And I mean, she's got a medal, she's got a trophy, she's got a certificate. Even if she loses it, she can call and be like, Katie,
hook me up.
Send it to me again, like for the rest of her life.
I'm sure she will not lose it.
She will.
It's treasured,
It broke me. It broke me. I just thought to myself, because for me, I'm just like, wake up in the morning, I have to go to varsity, and for her, that was her first time seeing a university. And now when she thinks, okay, what am I going to do with my life, she actually has a visualization of what that is going to look like.
Beautiful.
It's
beautiful. Well, we're running out of time, so let's give the important information.
Okay.
How do people participate? Can schools sign up more than one pupil? How does it work? And
so we have school registrations and individual registrations. The registrations are 150 Rand per learner or per person. You can sign up as many people as you want, either from a school or, if you're a family of 8, who am I to say no? To register, you go to www.masterspellingbee.co.za. Master spelling B, B-double-E.
Yes, so like that.
Yes, and the registration and the payment happens online.
Okay.
And then on the 18th of February, we release the word books. So then they can just download them and print them, and they have to start studying.
Okay, so only from the 18th of February. So you actually give them all the words that are going to be asked, or potentially going to be asked. And how many words are in these books?
Just over 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff to get into the brain, but it can be done.
Lot. It really can. It can be done.
And obviously, there are different grades of difficulty for the different classes, the different levels.
Like the M category.
Yes, the M category is off the chart.
They have.
And is there do they have to go find out what the definition is, or that's not important?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, because it's the movies. They can ask for a definition or a part of speech, or it to be used in a sentence, or the etymology, or like they can ask for all of that. So yeah, we use the Oxford Dictionary though.
Yes,
so
it's proper
that's
English.
The big thing. Yeah, Oxford Dictionary.
Colour is spelled with a U.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, so again, it's all on the website.
Yes.
You sign up now, and then from the 18th of Feb, the books are available online, obviously.
Yes.
And then you're going to obviously have regional and...
Yes, regional, provincial, and then national. So national's actually in Cape Town this year.
Yay!
On the 5th of October, it's going to be the national competition.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Lekker.
Yeah.
Nkateko, thank you so much for coming through to the studio, for telling us this interesting thing, and I'm trusting that many kids, many parents, many teachers who are going to be excited about this are going to grab the opportunity, sign up, and hopefully we'll have a Cape Town winner this year.
Yeah.
So with 3 Cape Town winners. How about that, in 1 for each category? I think that's the way it can. Come on, Cape Town, let's show the rest of the country what we're made of, eh? We are the medal. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Woohoo!